Hi people, it's me Anja. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is focusing on my favorite Asian fantasies. A few weeks ago I did a video talking about my favorite Asian contemporaries, and fantasy is my favorite genre, so I am so excited to get started and talk about these wonderful, amazing books. The first book on this list is called The Riddle, written by Traci Chee. If you watched my favorite trilogies video, you would know that this book is one of my favorite trilogies, and it's the first book in the Sea of Ink and Gold trilogy. The Riddle follows Sophia, who, after her dad is brutally murdered, she moves in with her aunt. And it's set in a world where reading is unheard of. So, honestly, when I read that in the first line of the premise, that is all I needed to know. But, anyway, after Sophia's aunt is kidnapped, Sophia sets out to rescue her aunt, and ends up getting involved in much more than she was anticipating. This book is so good. The plot is fast-paced and action-packed. The characters are well-developed. The world building, need I say more? It's absolutely amazing. Traci Chee is one of my favorite authors, and she is truly so underrated. I've truly never met anybody, not on Bookstagram or in real life, who has read this trilogy, because it is absolutely so underrated. Like, sometimes when I read a really underrated book, nobody in real life has read it, which doesn't surprise me because most people I meet in real life don't read. But also, you can tell when a book is really underrated when nobody on Bookstagram or Booktube or BookTwitter or anywhere has read it. And I'm here to tell you that this book is absolutely so excellent, and I love it. Every single book in this trilogy is 5 stars, and like, this book is so good. Please read it. The next book on this list is called The Bird and the Blade, written by Bannen. I mentioned this book in my very first fantasy standalones video, and this book slaps. It is so good. It follows a slave who has lost everything and finds herself to be an unlikely conspirator to a prince across the vast Mongol Empire. I love this book so much. It's just so good. Again, it's really underrated because it's just so good. The plot, the characters, the world building. World building is probably my favorite element of fantasy, and Bannen did it so well, so effortlessly. I think that this may be her debut book, and honestly, it didn't feel like a debut book because it is honestly so excellent, so terrific, tremendous, all the adjectives that I could use and more. This book deserves so much hype, and I am so excited for Megan's next book. I don't know if it's out yet by the time that this video is uploaded, but anyway, The Bird and the Blade slaps. It's so good. Please read it. The next book is called Forest of a Thousand Lanterns, written by Julie C. Dow. This is an East Asian retelling of the Evil Queen legend about one peasant girl's quest to become Empress. I really like this book. It has a morally gray main character, which I totally love. I love morally gray main characters. The world building in this book was awesome. The plot was great. The characters were so diverse and truly wonderful. This book is so good, and I honestly should have mentioned it in my favorite retellings video because this book is so good. I think that I didn't mention it in that video because I forgot that it was a retelling. But anyway, this book is so good. It's absolutely amazing, excellent, and truly brilliant. The characters are so good. If it helps at all, Monica Kim also really loved that book, and Monica Kim is a legend herself. She's a booktuber, if you haven't heard of her. Anyway, this book is so good. Please read it because it's absolutely brilliant. The next book on this list is called Empress of All Seasons, written by Emiko Jean. I think I mentioned this book in the second part of my fantasy standalones video. This book is so good. It follows Meili, who's been training her entire life to become Empress, and winning would be easy if she wasn't a yokai. Yokais are supernatural creatures that the human emperor wants to enslave. So whole existence is illegal. So if anybody finds out that she's a yokai in this competition, she could be killed. So obviously she doesn't want that to happen. This book is so good. I loved the world building, I love the plot, I love the characters. This book is truly unique and it was so good. The competition was so absolutely wonderful and I wanted to be there with the characters. I love fantasy competitions and this book truly introduced me to that trope, theme, don't know what it's called, but this book is so good. And I know that I say this like all the time, but this book is really underrated in the YA fantasy like audience. So if you're looking for a good YA fantasy standalone, please seek out this book because it is so brilliant and excellent and absolutely wonderful. The next book on this list is called Flame in the Mist, written by Renee Ahdieh, who's one of my favorite authors of all time. Of Renee's 2 duologies, this duology is superior to her Wrath in the Dawn duology. So anyway, Flame in the Mist follows this girl who's in her caravan to meet the guy that she's supposed to marry. However, on the way there, her caravan gets attacked. So she exacts revenge. I really like this book. Again, like I said, this duology is superior to the Wrath in the Dawn duology because it is truly absolutely so good. It is fast-paced, it is action-packed, it has wonderful, well-developed, diverse characters, and the world building pops off. This duology is what really implemented Renee Ahdieh as one of my favorite authors. This series is so good, and there's a reason why I talked about it and promoted it in my favorite duologies video, which I'll link in the description below. This book is so good. Also, I've heard that it's marketed as a Mulan retelling, but I don't think that it actually is a Mulan retelling because like nothing about this book screams Mulan other than the fact that the main character is so strong and wonderful, and I don't even know if the story is China inspired. Like it's obviously Asian inspired, but I don't know if it's specifically China inspired. So please do not go into this book thinking that it has anything to do with Mulan because I don't think that it does. But anyway, that's just my opinion. This book is absolutely so incredible. Please read it. Please go support Renee Ahdieh. The last book on this list is called We Hunt the Flame. This book is so good. I don't want to explain the synopsis because it's a little bit too complex for me to summarize in 2 sentences, but this book is so good. It's more on the popular side of YA fantasy, and I would personally say that this book is totally worth its hype. It is so good. I love the world building. I love the 2 main characters. I love the plot. It does have a lot of like typical YA fantasy tropes and stuff, but this book is totally worth its hype because it is absolutely incredible, and I am so excited for the sequel. I think the sequel is coming out in January of 2021, and I'm just so excited for it. I didn't put it on any of my like most anticipated books for 2020 or anything because like I'm trying to lower my expectations, and the sequel comes out in 2021, which is a long way to go, but I'm just so excited because like this author could literally take this story in so many different directions, and I'm so excited. These characters are absolutely the best. Like this book is so good. So in conclusion, all of these books slap and you should read all of them. I will link down below all the videos previously if I've talked about any of these books before on my channel, but please go read them. Please support your Asian authors. Please diversify your bookshelf because there is so much more to books than just reading from white authors and reading about white people. So anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below your favorite Asian fantasy. Thanks for watching and subscribe if you're new. Bye!